I say on YouTube, you're kind of 90 degrees angled from your screen away.
I think you're upside down on YouTube. So, okay, now it's
90
good.
degrees wrong direction.
Okay, now it's working well. Yeah, it's Saras. Yes, it's correct. Yeah, Indonesia. Way too far. Okay, I'm actually in the northern, North Sumatra. Like that's the province. The city called Medan. Yes. And in another language, it basically means like a very large field. So a very large ground. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So I think compared to some project I was in with Alexei before, he's now very optimistic because things actually get done, and he's not very disappointed because he did not invest much time when things do not happen. Yeah, because he just says, "Hey, I scrapped this idea. I have a new one."
Yeah. Would you like to tell a little bit more about yourself, Cord?
Yeah.
So maybe you would like to like introduce yourself, like say what you're doing and stuff like this.
Well, like Alexei said, I'm teaching German for a living. Yeah. I have some ideas ever since AI started to improve German learning.
Yeah. Go on, go on. So, Kurt, questions. Uh,
Mhm.
what is your ikigai? What is your dream? What makes you tick? How did you start your life journey? What languages do you speak? Where were you
Oh,
born? Uh, Tell a story a little bit about yourself. Like let's get to know each other.
okay. Um, yeah, I always have this echo because the live stream is a bit delayed.
You can switch
Um,
off the live stream. I checking it now myself.
okay, okay, great. So I speak German, English, and French very well. Uh, I'm learning. I have been learning Chinese and a little bit Dutch. I mean, I can read Dutch and I can talk a little bit, but I want to get better there. And yeah, I'm working this and that. Mostly it's about survival, putting some money to the side. And one dream I have is about using AI to improve language learning. Yeah. Another dream I have would be about entering not German teaching, but a more technical field and working with AI, for example, in data science or chemistry, computing. But let's see. So, yeah, I'm a bit all over the place.
Cool.
And from my education originally, I'm an archaeologist and a historian of technology and science, but I have not worked much in archaeology and kind of as a historian, yes, I have looked at AI and see a lot of similarities to the way when machinery was introduced. Yeah? It replaces some steps, it changes the way we work, but it does not mean that there will be no work. Because for some tasks, a human is still better than AI or a robot.
I will start making notes on the things I disagree on, and we can discuss them later. Um, yeah, uh, let's go on with our next guest.
Hello, hello. So I'm Saras. I'm from Indonesia, which is quite far into the Asia, and my background has always been IT for almost more than 10 years, I would say. And the languages that I use is almost same with Alex. Like I do PHP, JavaScript, but mostly I'm on the back end programming. I do C++, C Sharp, and ASP.NET. So mostly things like that. And I've decided to go on into a new journey this year, which is specifically focusing on AI. And for this year, I'm focusing on building up some AI tool for the small and medium business owners in Indonesia. And like the one that I've just launched last month was the scam checking tool, which is quite which is something that is quite needed, I would say, in the Southeast Asia, and especially in Indonesia. Especially last month, there was this Eid holiday, and there was like mostly when it comes into holiday season, there was just like lots of scams going on. So yeah, I made a tool onto that. So it's as simple as copy and pasting the messages or the pictures, or even taking a screenshots of the messages that you got, and then it will directly tell you like whether this message is actually a scam or is it like safe, and then it gives you some explanation onto that as well, like why is this a scam, things like that. And then it also has the apart from the explanation, it has some suggestion on what you need to do after receiving those kind of messages. So yeah, I'm mostly working on cyber awareness, cyber scam awareness at this point. And yeah, last week I had the opportunity to even pitch with the US Embassy regarding this particular project. So we'll see hopefully how it goes from here. And thank you,
Cool.
Alex, for inviting me to joining your stream.
I would like to also know, like, can you recap like our meeting? Like, where was it? How was it? How you decided? Why you decided?
Okay, I think it was quite funny because I remember you were asking about some kind of like because I think it was cloud token limits or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And then I replied to your post on Threads, and then you messaged me asking me to join in. I was quite surprised and honored and grateful as well at the same time. And I think we were planning it to be last week, if I'm not mistaken, but I had some other ongoing arrangements, so we decided to go on with this week. Yeah, so that was how it was. Surprising, yet I wouldn't say coincidental because I feel like everything happens for a reason. So yeah, thank you so much, Alex, once again.
What's your religion, by the way?
I'm Hindu, like I'm practicing Hinduism.
In which casta are you?
No, because since we are in Indonesia, we do not follow those caste system like in India. So it's basically like not
So,
like that. Yeah,
so
because I'm the
you
third
don't you
generation
don't
of Indian descent.
you don't get any kind of hidden knowledge through the generations on the caste system.
No, I do, we do, but I'm not exactly sure where it fits, like with the traditional caste system in India. But I do know like which, like from the last name or from the background of my ancestor, I know like okay, this is the name of it. But rather than like where it fits, like I'm not entirely sure about it.
So, but what kind of knowledge you got? Like, on which level of caste is it?
If I'm not mistaken, it either should be on the second one.
So it's like
Because like
king
the
and
first one will
warriors.
always be the warriors or the merchants, like either those two. So I'm not entirely sure
Okay.
where it fits between those two.
Yeah, I think it's very important now in the in the AI orchestration. So like, I would I would put it as a and AI, religion and AI orchestration. I think it's important for orchestration. So one of the points I want to address later today is importance of the overall human management systems. And I think, like, I heard this point that religion was invented to control humanity. And also, if you analyze like Hinduism, on the first caste is priests.
Yes.
And basically, in every other religion, it's also spiritual leaders are going first, and then everything else. Also, in Great Britain, it's a king who is anointed by God, basically stuff. So, and I didn't believe this shit. I thought it was shit until the moment I started working with orchestration. And when you reach, it's like, it's just a different kind of tasks. When you start delegating, you start understanding like different levels of management basically, because it's sorry, I hope it wasn't loud. Um, it's different level of prompting and different ways how you do. Like, forget about agents. Think about people. Like, when you're, let's say, non-computer world, just so that everyone can imagine it. Like, you have a cleaner in the house. So that would be caste number 4, right, in the Hinduism. So they would just, they
Yeah.
wouldn't care about their work. They need very specific instructions, like clean here, and then they start cleaning, but they do it wrong. How different is it actually from agents doing their work?
Yeah,
So,
it does make sense though. Yeah.
and then who is controlling the cleaner? Who gives instruction to the cleaner? It's the caste number 2. Who is the caste number 2? I think those are like
So
small businesses or
yeah,
like merchants, right?
yeah.
These merchants gives to the to workers basically like a very specific instructions. The more specific are the instructions, they need also to care about a lot of other stuff. So the caste number 4 cannot survive with caste number 3, because caste 3, but then they are like they cannot survive without caste number 2, and caste 2 cannot survive without caste number 1, because the caste 1 gives the direction we go. So they are more thinkers and like leaders, which go we go, but it won't work. The caste 1 will not survive without caste 4. And I think this is very structural, and in Hinduism I think is the oldest religion, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah,
think
you're
there is
right.
a sense to it. And I don't know if Kurt, if your studies in the archaeology can support my notion.
Mm,
Have you ever touched theology
w-
in your studies?
mm, yeah, a little bit more on the practical side. Um, yeah. First, you need a food surplus. Then you can have administration. Yeah? But shamanism, like they practice in Siberia, that's quite old. We also find evidence for this long before there was probably anything like Hinduism.
Yeah, there's like um, I call it pre-Christianity era, where the people would just believe in natural elements and just whatever they see, and the stars and the sun, and astronomy probably is older religion or some, I don't know. Somehow everything is connected. I don't like. I'm now interested to go deeper into like this, to learn this, how the world functions actually, the structure, because I believe that you can control only those things that you know the structure and you know how they function and you know how to name it. So if you don't like, and or you label it, you give it a name, that makes semantics. Once you have the semantics, you can visualize it in your brain, and then you can control it. But without the semantics, you cannot control it. But there is a very interesting there is a very interesting saying in Bible that don't call God by name. Why? I
Yeah.
start understanding now a little bit more about
So
this.
our view is more practical with genetic cooperation. So you have family lines, you get very limited numbers who can cooperate with each other. If you have religion, the numbers that are able to cooperate with each other do increase.
Mm-hmm. So, and for now, I would like to address those who are watching us. We have three. Are you guys watching? You have YouTube stream open? Maybe you. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What I wanted to say is, you guys who are watching live stream, there are three of you. can you please write a comment like what's your name, where are you from, so we can also interact with you a little bit. Yeah, so let's have a short break, breathe, see if, so Kurt is there saying hi. Saras, right? Saras. I will write it down so I don't forget. I always forget. I'm very bad with names somehow and numbers, but how? Like, it's a mystery to me. Like, how the programmer can be bad with numbers. How? So, Saras, you can also like say something in the comments on YouTube. Fabian, hello, where are you from?
Sounds like Germany.
No, it can be Austrian, no? Fabian Sauer.
Yeah, but the chances are higher for Germany. More people.
Okay, okay. I was just starting watching 7 Years in Tibet. Did you watch this series? Movie?
Hmm.
So, and in the beginning of the movie, it wasn't clear like where they go, where he takes the train from, and he speaks English with some accent, and I'm like, I watch it with my girlfriend, and she's like, oh, it's a German accent, and I'm like, to me it sounds Austrian. How the fuck you can say if it's German or Austrian? There is no difference when you speak English, right? Can you distinguish between German and Austrian, Kurt?
Yeah, if it sounds like Schwarzenegger, it's Austrian.
I mean, and then later they reveal in the story they say, oh, in Austria there is something like happening, and I'm like, oh, okay, so that's all, that he actually is from Austria, so that it
Mm.
makes sense. All right, so I don't see much interactions on. So someone else joined the live chat. So hello guys, please comment something, say hello, say where are you from, what's your name. We'll interact with you if you want, of course. I no pushing, not pushing. All right, no, okay, fine. So, what's our next topic on agenda? I also can share my screen. Maybe that would be easier for all of us. So, my entire screen. Can do it like this. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Cool. So in our agenda, the next topic is create automatic subtitles and save them in a library. So whose topic is this?
And that sounds like me.
Okay, so can you dive deeper, explain what is it for, why do we need that, what problem is there, what have you tried?
Yeah. So I use this for language learning. The public broadcasting in Germany provides written subtitles that are accurate to some very popular series. And watching these series at slow speed with subtitles helps language learners to really listen and to understand about German in different topics. So it is part of language learning to get more exposure to spoken German and to content in spoken German and actually understand it. My idea is not to just rely on the public broadcasting and what they do, but to create automatic subtitles, save them in a library, and have the ability to edit them because automatic subtitles do make some mistakes. And these mistakes can lead to a misunderstanding. So if I have them in a library and I have them edited, yeah, by people who watch this and say, no, that's wrong or that's wrong, I get accurate subtitles which I can also translate into different languages or have people look up. So you get a whole range of new content that is now available for language learners.
Mm-hmm. What have you tried?
So far, I have not yet done it. I discovered an app, LingoPie, that claims to already do this fully automated, but I
So,
have my doubts about it.
so why don't you try it?
Busy with other stuff. I still have to write prompts for another app, and I did my presentation for 15 times 4, and so did not yet have time for it. But I have shelved it as an idea. It's a good idea to create such a Wikipedia.
Okay, cool. Saras, what is your take on this topic?
Yeah, so I actually added those three bullet
No,
points,
no.
the hallucination.
Let's go by agenda, like on the topic that we are discussing now from court.
See, I do feel like with the subtitle, like the using of the subtitle or automatic subtitle is like one of the underrated AI cases. But the only thing that I'm worried of with the AI's transcription here is that it most likely will not be 100% accurate all the time, especially with the accents, because Kurt said that he wanted to do with the languages, right? So I'm assuming there are like multiple languages, like with the accents, the mixed languages, and all those stuff. And if you choose to try it, Kurt, my suggestion would be like whatever prompts that they're using, generate it, edit it, and then store it. So I think like the edit part, like before it goes to the like before you store it to the library, editing it is, I think it's going to be like a crucial step, because once it goes into the library, it's going to be, the source of truth for others. It may get some, misinformation or misunderstanding that might be caused by it. So yeah, I think that's my take.
Yeah, as I said, I want a Wikipedia that people can edit. Yeah, so
Yeah. I think the editing part, like as long as we can edit it, I think it should be okay. But again, with the accents, I do feel like it's going to be taking a lot of time, because again, when it comes into languages, even like in English itself, like there are lots of accents. I think Alex, you also said that even in the movie, the English sounded like German, or like for you, it sounded like Austrian. So like there are definitely like that different type of accents that you need to consider as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, do I understand correctly? By library, you mean like Wikipedia?
yes.
Okay, and library of what? Like, so there, instead of Wikipedia articles, you will have there what exactly?
Um, Videos. A video has a library where you have the written subtitles.
What kind of videos? How long are those videos? Is it movies? Is it series? Is it shorts? Is it Instagram? Is it TikTok? What kind of videos?
Whatever is freely available. I think I've seen it done with YouTube, but also as an implement to other videos. But this is kind of more complicated.
Okay, let's start with the duration.
Mm, 10 to 15 minutes is a good duration. But if some people want to have a longer video, you can have a longer video. I
Okay,
don't
let's.
think that's the
I
problem.
would just like to restrain the scope so that we don't try to do everything at once, and I think 10-15 minutes videos are fine. So now I need to find the hardest. You mentioned, both of you mentioned this, that there are sometimes you think AI will not be able to transcribe it. So do you have an example of a video which is hard to transcribe? For example, I think what might be difficult to transcribe is a first is a mixture of the languages. Second is a noisy environment, like when there is noise around. Third is like emotional and accents, like emotions, accents, and maybe like who is speaking, like different, to identify the speakers.
Mhm.
But just as a test, we will do it live. So make sure you strap on your protection belt, because we are going into live coding mode. So I will use here Jamie. Um, I'll show you how it looks like just in a second. I'll try to, I don't know, I cannot make it smaller, can I? So let me pull it in. So this app looks like this, but that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll just have a conversation, just like when I click start, and it will transcribe, and after that it will identify who are the speakers. You can also switch to different languages during that, no worries. So let's talk for a minute about any topic, so just have something in mind, and we'll do like a live example. I know Jamie doesn't work good with shorter than 5 minutes, so we have to actually speak for 5 minutes. Get ready. So let's go. Yeah, this is how it looks like when it started. So I'm using it if I have Google Meet, if I have a call on the phone. So just using the microphone, and it's not integrated in any kind of other apps. And I love the independence of it. So that's my take on Jamie, and I think it works pretty good. It can also identify different speakers. It can summarize automatically, but I don't like the summarization it does. So I use different tools for that. Kurt, you
What
can say something in German, for example, now, so that we see if it can understand the stuff.
Ozempic und Turiaforol sind zwei schwierige Vokabeln, die es garantiert falsch macht.
Und weiter?
Außerdem denke ich, dass es weitere Fehler machen wird mit englischen Vokabeln wie night und night, ja, was auch verschiedene Bedeutungen haben kann. Einmal der Ritter und einmal die Nacht. Ja, und genau da fangen die Probleme an. Hinzu kommt noch, wenn ich etwas undeutlich spreche oder überlege und mache, dann hat dieses System auch Probleme. Ja? Genau dafür braucht man das Editieren per Hand. Soll ich noch mehr erzählen?
Yeah, I think that's good. Saras, you can say something in your language.
Okay, so I'm going to try to say it in bahasa Indonesia. Jadi di Indonesia itu sendiri lumayan luas, tapi banyak yang tidak mengerti atau tidak tahu bahwasanya Indonesia itu luas, dan banyak yang merasa bahwasanya Indonesia itu hanyalah seperti Bali. Nah, kalau saya sendiri itu di bagian baratnya dari Indonesia, yaitu di bagian Sumatera Utara, dan di situ juga ada banyak pemandangan dan juga banyak situasi turis untuk bisa dibilang untuk ke alamnya. Seperti salah satu di Medan, di Sumatera Utara itu ada yang namanya danau yang terjadi dari gunung vulkanik, yaitu Danau Toba, dan itu juga termasuk salah satu dari keindahan alam yang salah satu keindahan alam di Indonesia itu sendiri. So that's it. Is it 5 minutes?
We are at almost 3 minutes, so it's
Okay.
you can see the time here. Yeah, which other languages do we speak? I forgot already.
Je peux parler un peu en français, c'est pas de problème. Mais je pense pas que ça va comprendre très bon. Par exemple, je prenais le louage à Nebel et à Nebel, j'ai changé au taxi et après je vais à un site archéologique à Kerkouan et à Kerkouan, j'ai visité le musée.
Je parle français comme une chèvre espagnole. You understand?
Merci.
You understand
Oui,
what I
oui,
said?
oui.
Was it okay?
Oui, très bien.
Ok. Yo puedo decir en español, bueno, español no, yo voy a decir en cubañol, cubañol, que mi español es muy mal, muy mal. Pero en cubañol voy a decir que el 27 de abril yo voy a organizar una fiesta en Frida Cubana, en un restaurante Frida que es cerca de Gisela Strasse, de las 7 hasta las 11 de la noche. Vamos a jugar dominó, vamos a bailar salsa cubana, voy a poner la música timba, son, reparto, lo que sea, para disfrutar la vida el lunes. Por Múnich está muerto el lunes. Entonces, eso es el lugar donde la gente puede encontrar sus amigos, comer, beber, bailar y lo que sea. Pues, okay, so we had a mixture of different languages. Могу добавить что-нибудь на русском языке, что сегодня отличная погода, светит солнце, я очень рад, что мы встретились онлайн. Надіюсь, хто-небудь із тих, хто смотрить, говорить по-русски. Чи розмовляю українською мовою, тому що я з Харкова, але у мене не дуже багато практики та не знаю, з ким можна розмовляти українською. Я трохи змущаюся. So, we got over 5 minutes now. So I spoke now which languages?
Spanish and French and Russian.
And Ukrainian. In the end, I also had some
Ukrainian. Okay.
So
Okay.
now I will share my screen. So I just stopped recording. It takes a little bit time for transcribing. So let's see it in action. So here we go. Okay. Yeah, so it says like around 5 minutes remaining, but let's see. I'm really curious. I didn't have that difficult task for the transcribing. But I did some meetings in Spanish and Russian and English and German, and it did quite a good work. I mean, this is the heart of my system, so I rely on it quite a lot. Sometimes it doesn't understand brands, but you can adjust here quite a lot of stuff. I'm already on the Pro plan. Why it asks me to upgrade? Huh? So there are some settings here. Settings. Yep. So in the settings you can have personalization, no, summary, preferences, templates, teams. No, not here. There is another app I'm using, so this one doesn't have it. So, okay. So I don't know, like I think it's Indonesian first. So we could put here the names of the speakers.
Indonesia itu luas.
So I put here Saras. Is it correct?
Yes.
Then we are at almost 3 minutes. That's me.
Mais je pense pas que ça va comprendre.
Kurt.
Pero en español va a decir que el 27.
And me again. So now we have the names of the speakers. So can you review, Saras? Is it what you said? Is there errors here? Is there mistakes?
I think I would say it's 90% correct.
So like
They definitely missed out some parts of that I said, but like in general, yeah, that is exactly what I said.
so French here, Kurt. Is it correct?
No.
What is expected?
Très bien. Nebel is not written correct. It's a town in Tunisia, and exactly. So this special name Nebel, it totally get wrong, and it kind of missed my German part.
Yeah, there's something went wrong here, I guess. Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm checking now. Spanish looks fine. So I think he just loves me the most. So the Spanish part was correct. Yeah, fine. And then here I switched to Russian. Yep, everything correct. Now Ukrainian. Also correct. Someone wants to join us. Let's see. Meet Mark. He was also playing with us yesterday. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
You want to join with camera?
Not really.
How are you feeling?
Good.
So you're no longer sick?
Just a bit. But I waked up so like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. Good morning. All right, so Ukrainian is correct. Yep, so it missed the German part for some reason. Usually it doesn't happen, or maybe it happens, but I just don't care much. Even if it gets like 90% right of the call, this is enough in my case. It just helps me to brainstorm ideas if there is something else like I didn't think of. So that is my use case. For your use case, yes, it's important. So now we'll move on to the hard example to transcribe. So Kurt, please do so.
Should I speak in German?
No, this was a demonstration of the tool that you can use for the live transcription, which is not recorded. Another use case is you have recorded audio or part of the video. So you mentioned, like, we identified there can be 4 things, which is a mixture of languages, noise, emotion, and accents. And we need to find a video that is 10-15 minutes that is hard to transcribe, that you would rate as that's hard. Maybe that's even hard for human. That is on one contrasting end, and the other end is something very simple. So which one shall we start with? A simple one.
Wait, I'm picking a hard one at the moment.
Okay.
Because simple. Okay. Okay. This is extremely hard. This is where do I send you? Do we have a chat?
You can send me over Telegram, anywhere.
I do have some other agenda in 2 minutes, so I might have to leave.
Yeah, so I think the other
Would that be
topics we will
okay?
cover next Saturday. So we'll just keep agenda
Yeah, sure.
growing. And
Yep,
also I
definitely.
think to come to actually transcribing part, so I'll just mark it in the document with some color that kind of like what we actually did. And we started the other one, I put it like maybe in blue. Yeah, we saw one tool in action, Jamie. Yeah, Kurt will share the video. I will test it during the week, and then next Saturday we'll start from scratch and just take this video and try to do it. Does it sound like a plan?
Yep, I'm
So
okay with that.
we will. You can also join. Everyone can join our Telegram chat. Just drop me a message yeah. My contacts are below here. So you see on the video there is like my website, the Learn by Doing Academy, or like my Twitter or Instagram. Anywhere you can drop me a message. I will invite you to our special Telegram group where we discuss a little bit more. I think it's more family than threads because it's actual chat and we try to get to know each other. It's not just random people. So if you want to join, just text me over there. Anywhere you have a contact with me. You can also add items to the agenda. Just open the next planned live stream. You can click notify me so that you don't forget. Also put it in your calendar that you don't forget. And then in the description there is a link for the agenda for that meeting. And let's wrap it up. I think it's a good tradition. So let's start with Saras, as you need to leave now. So in few words, how did you like today's session? Would you like to join next time?
I would definitely like to join again. And I love, like talking with you guys, with Kurt, with Alex. This is definitely like one of the way of networking. And to be honest, like in Indonesia, we do not much have that AI enthusiasts or tech enthusiasts. So I think I would love to be, like continuing this tradition.
Thank you very much. Then see you next Saturday. Thanks for joining. Kurt,
Bye-bye.
what about you?
Yeah, I'm struggling with technology. So it kicked me. It kicks me out repeatedly. I don't know what's wrong. So yeah, it was quite nice. I mean, we can talk about this project sometime. Yeah, I think I will need some help to realize it, but with your many agents, that should not be a huge problem.
That's not a problem at all. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
How did
Okay.
you like today's call?
Yeah, it was nice for getting started, but maybe we should organize it a bit better. Like we sent a plan in advance what we're gonna do, so everybody is a bit better prepared.
Oh, Kurt, that was done already since the last stream. So the agenda was there already since the beginning. It's editable. Everyone can add agenda there. I repeatedly posted it on every social media. The structure remains the same. We follow the agenda. We followed agenda precisely today. We ending 3 minutes after our scheduled time, so it's much better than the last time. So I would disagree on this point. I think we followed exactly
Okay.
the agenda. And I hope the
Okay,
next
great.
agenda will do the same.
Okay, okay, good. Then it's fine. Okay, good.
Thank you very much. And
Yeah.
see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.